Hello students, how are you all? Today I am again back with further two methods for the valuation of goodwill. In the previous lecture we have done with the average profit method and weighted average profit method for the valuation of goodwill. So now today we are going with further two more methods for the valuation of goodwill. Let's see. Okay, so now third method for the valuation of goodwill is super profit method. Now what is super profit? Excess of average profit over expected profit is called super profit. Average profit, we all are aware that what is the average profit? Profit of the certain number of years by with the help of average profit method or weighted average profit method, that is with which we calculate the profit is called average profit. Now expected profit means the estimated profit which we have to earn. The businessman has expected to earn that much amount of profit. So if the businessman earns more than the expected profit, then it has been said that the businessman has some reputation in the market, and that excess amount of earning is called super profit. So excess of average profit over expected profit is called super profit. For calculation of super profit, we need three things. First is capital employed, another one is expected or normal rate of return, and average profit. Now capital employed. In the previous method, that is weighted average profit method, as well as in the average profit method, this element was ignored. That is, capital employed was not taken into consideration. But in this method, capital employed is taken into consideration. Expected or normal rate of return is there. So with the help of this, we can calculate the expected profit. The capital employed is multiplied with the expected rate of return. And then after, the third thing is average profit. This average profit we have to calculate either by using average profit method or by using weighted average profit method. Now when to use average profit method? When the fluctuations are being observed in the profit trend, and when there is increasing or decreasing trend of the profit, then at that time we have to use weighted average profit method. So just remind that when we start the methods for the calculation of goodwill, I discussed some few practical points. In that I mentioned that these practical points are useful in all the given methods. So here we are also supposed to use the same method to calculate what? Average profit. And to calculate average profit, we have to use either average profit method or we have to use either weighted average profit method by observing the trend. Then after we have to calculate goodwill. So by multiplying super profit with a certain number of years purchase, the amount so arrived is called goodwill. So like in the previous methods, we would calculate average profit or weighted average profit with the number of years purchase. But as per super profit method, we have to multiply super profit with the number of years purchase of the goodwill. So the meaning is what? The purchaser of the business will earn the given amount of super profit for certain number of years in future. So that is what the meaning of the goodwill or the importance of calculation of goodwill as per super profit method. Now let we understand the steps to find goodwill as per super profit method. In that very first step is capital employed. We have to calculate capital employed. Sometimes in the sum, this capital employed is directly provided, or sometimes you have been provided with the assets and liabilities information. If the total assets and total liabilities are provided, then the difference of this is called capital employed. This is nothing but just to remind the accounting equation. Accounting equation is what? A is equal to C plus L. Now when to find the capital, we can say that C is equal to A minus L. That means total assets minus total liability. This capital employed can be also known as net asset. After that, the expected rate of return is given in the sum. which is in percentage. So by using that, we can calculate expected profit. And the formula for expected profit is capital employed, which we will calculate with the help of step 1. So capital employed multiplied by, in the next step it is mentioned that expected rate of return. So here we have to mention expected rate of return. And the amount so arrived, it is called expected profit. After that, we have to calculate average profit. The average profit is being calculated by observing the trends in the profit. The trends in the profit of last certain number of years. Average profit can be calculated. How? Either with the help of average profit method if the trend is fluctuating trend, or with the help of weighted average profit method if the trend is either increasing trend or decreasing trend. After that, we have to calculate super profit. The super profit is equal to given average profit minus expected profit. If the average profit is more than the expected profit, it is called super profit. So when the question comes, what do you mean by super profit? And if you will write the given formula, you won't get marks. But if you write the answer in the form of statement, that is excess of average profit over expected profit, is called super profit. But if you will be asked the question, write the formula of super profit, then you have to write the given answer, that is super profit is equal to average profit minus expected profit. Then the next is goodwill. How to calculate goodwill? Goodwill is equal to super profit as per the last previous step multiplied by number of years purchase. Now students, always keep one point in your mind. Always learn the given formulas, because you may find the given formulas as 1 mark question in your exam. One more note over here, that capital employed can be also called as net assets. Sometimes capital employed is directly provided in the sum, or sometimes the information of total assets and liabilities are provided. Sometimes instead of total assets and total liabilities, you have been provided with few assets under the head total assets and few liabilities under the head total liabilities. Then you have to make the few whatever the assets are given, make the total of the given assets, you will get total assets. Whatever the liabilities are given under the given head, make the total of those liabilities, you will get total liabilities. So you may find those kind of information in the sum. You have to simply understand that what is given in the sum, and then after it take the decision how to move with the calculation. Now let's understand the given sum. A and B are the partners of partnership firm. They want to change the profit and loss sharing ratio from 2:3 to 4:1. They decided to determine the value of goodwill. On the basis of the firm's profit and other information, calculate the valuation of goodwill on the basis of 3 years purchase of super profit. Now when we need to calculate the goodwill as per super profit, then this is the identification line where we have to utilize the given method. We have to move with the given method. 3 years purchase of super profit. Now here it is given assets rupees 6 lakh, liabilities rupees 1 lakh, expected rate of return is given 12%. Information of the profit for the last 4 years are provided. First we observe the years 2014-15, 15-16, 16-17 and 17-18. Now the years are in sequence, so let me observe the trend in the profit. In the first year 1 lakh, then 60,000, then after 1 lakh 20,000, then after 80,000. So this shows fluctuations. So we have to calculate average profit with the help of average profit method. That is simple average profit method. Now let's understand the solution. Now as per the sum, the information about total assets and total liabilities are given. So very first step that we need to calculate capital employed. Capital employed is equal to total assets minus total liabilities. Total assets 6 lakh minus total liabilities 1 lakh. The difference comes to rupees 5 lakh. This is capital employed. Now the second step is expected profit. Expected profit is equal to capital employed into expected rate of return. 5 lakh into 12%. The expected rate of return given in the sum 12%. So it comes 60,000. 5 lakh into 12 upon 100. Then it comes 60,000. Now we need to calculate average profit. Now here the trend is fluctuating. So just by mentioning the years as per the sum, profit as per the sum which is given over here besides the respective year, make the total profit arrives 3,60,000. Now the next step is calculation of average profit. Average profit is equal to total profit divided by number of years. 3,60,000 divided by 4, it comes 90,000. After calculating average profit, the fourth step is super profit. Super profit is equal to average profit minus expected profit. 90,000 is the average profit. Expected profit is calculated 60,000. So the difference comes 30,000. And the last step is calculation of goodwill. Super profit into number of years purchase. 30,000 into 3, it comes 90,000. So this is the solution of the sum that carries total 4 marks of weightage. Let me understand one more sum. R and X are the partners of partnership firm. The total capital of their firm is 8 lakh. Now in the previous sum, the information about assets and total liabilities were given. Now in this sum, directly total capital of the firm is provided and it is rupees 8 lakh. The expected rate of return is 12%. Last 3 years profits are, now instead of going with the different years 2000, say for example 14-15 or 15-16 here, it is directly provided 3 years profit. Rupees 1 lakh, 1,20,000 and 1,50,000. So if you observe the trend of the profit, it shows increasing trend. That means in the given sum we have to calculate average profit with the help of weighted average profit method. Determine the value of goodwill of the firm on the basis of 2 years purchase of super profit. Let's understand the solution. Now in the given sum, capital employed is directly provided with rupees 8 lakh. So we have to move with the second step. Expected profit is equal to capital employed multiplied by expected rate of return. Capital employed is 8 lakh, 12% expected rate of return. So amount comes to 96,000, which is expected profit. Now we have to calculate the weighted average profit because the trend is increasing trend. So years profit as per the given years, in the first year 1 lakh, then 1,20,000 and then after 1,50,000. It is weighted average profit. The calculation of profit is as per weighted average profit. So we need to provide weights to the profit 1, 2 and 3. Make the total of the weights, it's come 6. Now we need to find the product. Product means the weighted profit. Profit of the given year multiplied by weights. So in the first year it is 1 lakh. In the next year 1,20,000 into 2, 2,40,000. And in the third year 1,50,000 into 3, it comes 4,50,000. Now make the total of the given weighted profit. It comes 7,90,000. Now we have to apply the formula of weighted average profit. Total profit, that is total weighted profit divided by total weights. So 7,90,000 divided by 6, the answer comes to 1,31,667. That means weighted average profit is 1,31,667. Now the next step is calculation of super profit. Weighted average profit minus expected profit. 1,31,667, from that minus 96,000 expected profit which we have calculated. So it comes 35,667 rupees. That is what? The super profit. Now the last step is goodwill, which is equal to super profit into number of years purchase. 35,667 into 2 years purchase. So it comes 71,334. So the meaning is what? The purchaser of the business takes he will take 2 years to earn the super profit 35,667. That's why he is ready to pay the given amount of goodwill. Okay, let's move with the next method. Now the fourth method is capitalization of average profit. But as we are moving with super profit, so first we will understand super profit capitalization method or capitalization of super profit method. As per the given method, super profit is directly capitalized to calculate the value of goodwill. Now the steps to calculate super profit is same as in the super profit method of the goodwill valuation, that means which we have just discussed. To calculate the goodwill as per super profit capitalization method, we have to apply the given formula, where the goodwill is equal to super profit divided by expected rate of return into 100. So as per the given method, it is said that super profit is directly capitalized to calculate the value of goodwill, and to capitalize that value of the super profit, the goodwill formula moves like super profit upon expected rate of return multiplied by 100. Now here it is one important note. If the super profit comes 0 or negative, that means the difference between average profit and super profit. If it comes 0, when it comes 0, when the average profit and expected profit both are same, or when it comes negative, when the average profit is less than the expected profit. So when the difference comes to 0 or negative, then it is to be said that the firm does not have goodwill in the market. But when we are moving with the calculation point of view in the exercise as well as in the illustration, you will find the positive amount of super profit. Okay, now we are going with the sum of the same method. From the following information of Mehta and Modi's firm, determine the goodwill as per capitalization of super profit method. Now how to identify that we have to utilize super profit method for the calculation of goodwill or capitalization of super profit method to calculate goodwill? To apply super profit method for the calculation of goodwill, the identification line is the certain number of years purchase of super profit, and calculation of goodwill as per the capitalization of super profit method, the identification line is itself, that is capitalization of super profit method. Now as per the given sum, assets of the business are 13,40,000 and the liabilities of the business is rupees 3,40,000. Normal rate of return is 10%. Expected rate of return is also called as normal rate of return. Now the information about the profit is given. 2013-14, 1 lakh, 12-13, 90,000, 15-16, 1 lakh 30,000, 14-15, 1 lakh 10,000 and 16-17, 1 lakh 50,000. So when you will observe the years are not in sequential order. So first of all we need to arrange the years, then after mention the profit with the respective years, and then after we can decide the trend, and by observing the trend we can decide with which method we can calculate the average profit. So when we will reach to the calculation of average profit, we will go with the particular decision, that is calculation of average profit either with the average profit method or weighted average profit method. Let's see the solution. Okay, so now the solution of the sum with the capitalization of super profit method. The steps remain same. First we need to calculate capital employed, the total assets minus total liabilities. Total assets are given 13,40,000 and the liabilities are provided 3,40,000. So capital employed arrives at rupees 10 lakh. Now we need to calculate expected profit. Capital employed into expected rate of return. So 10 lakh into 10% it comes 1 lakh. Now we have to calculate weighted average profit. See, I have arranged the years in the sequence. 2012-13, 13-14, then 14-15, 15-16 and 2016-17. As per the given years, I have mentioned the profit of the respective year 90,000, 1 lakh, 1 lakh 10,000, 1 lakh 30,000 and 1 lakh 50,000. So this profit shows the increasing trend. That's why we have to provide the weights 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And by making total of the given weights, we arrive at 15, which is total weights. Now we need to find product. Product means weighted profit. Profit multiplied by weights. So in the first year it is 90,000. In the second year, 1 lakh into 2, 2 lakh. Third year, 1 lakh 10,000 into 3, 3 lakh 30,000. Then fourth year, 1 lakh 30,000 into 4, 5 lakh 20,000. And 1 lakh 50,000 into 5, 7 lakh 50,000. Then make the total of weighted profit. It comes 18 lakh 90,000. Now we have to calculate weighted average profit. Total weighted profit divided by total weights. 18 lakh 90,000 divided by 15. So weighted average profit comes to 1 lakh 26,000. Now apply the formula of super profit. Weighted average profit minus expected profit. 1 lakh 26,000 minus 1 lakh, it comes 26,000. So up till now the steps remain same as a super profit method. But now we have to change this step to calculate goodwill, because we are calculating goodwill as per capitalization of super profit. So the formula is super profit upon expected rate of return into 100. 26,000 upon 10 into 100, so it comes 2,60,000. So this is the value of goodwill as per the given method. So students, today we have done two methods for the valuation of goodwill, and according to that methods we have done with the three sums that carries 4 marks of weightage. Go through the solution, understand the video clearly, and try to practice the exercise sums as well as illustrations of your textbook. Thank you.